Ring ting to ting ting. Tune in. I need all eyes, all hearts, and all you who resonate with Goku Aries Ryu page, formerly known as Amun Rael, to tune into the frequency if I can get a good enough broadcast here in Honduras. So we're going to see how many come in live, and we're going to talk about what is thought and how to find your most natural diet. But before we find anything in life, we must understand what is thought. What are the signals picked up by your body? Y'all get ready. I haven't really been going live a lot on Facebook, but because it's hard, I got a lot of attention on Instagram, and I started getting more support from Instagram than from Facebook, so that's where I went. But I'm able to record my YouTube lives here and upload them from Facebook better, so this works better. So I'm back doing lives on Facebook and giving attention to Facebook for those who are going to tune in. And today's topic is what is thought and how to find your most natural diet. As you see, when you are submitted and when you do the right lifestyle and when you're in the right environment and you discipline yourself and you discipline your cells, you will glow, you will transform, you will evolve. You just have to stay focused. But first, what is thought? A lot of people have read these quotes, these memes that tell you that all is mind and that all is thought and that God is just a thought. You see? But this comes from the misunderstanding. We must remember that we've been living in a sick world for a very long time. A very malnourished, diseased, deprived of the natural circle of light and life forces, humanity. So most of the texts and quotes, they're a bit off, and we have to retune them a bit. You see, because thought, just like within you, is nothing but a signal, nothing but electrical signals and vibrations as tones, as vowels and consonants that you pick up within you, aren't they? They're nothing but words, vowels, letters, and consonants, signals picked up within your body by your body. And before your body can pick up the signal, you will never get the thought. You see? Which means that your signals are determined by the vessel, by the body that you possess. This is why all the greats along the way that was able to write in any text, in any religion, in any document of spirituality, they knew that the body was the true place of worship. Because without the body, where are your signals for the experience? You see? The body is the holistic unit of the heart, the mind, the soul, sexual organs and bones. Everything that could come together to create came together to create and manifest itself into living form, to express in a way that can walk, talk, breathe, swim, jump, have fun, love, create more life, create more love amongst whatever dimension of reality they enter. You see? The body is the storehouse for all things of spirituality. You've been taught that the spirit is inside the body, but the body is also inside the spirit. Sometimes you react before you can pick up the signal to think, because the body is faster than you can think. The body is faster than the thought, because the body is the empty storehouse which God always existed in. Without a body, you go back into nothingness. What would spirit be without a container, a storehouse for its power, for its expression. When nothingness came out into light, it came out as a vessel of light. You, me, earth, air, wind, stars, water, ground, mounds, sand, land, stones, and beaches. When life came out of darkness into light, it came into a vessel of light, a body of light, like a body of water, the body of the humanity, the body of human consciousness, the body of earth, the body of air. Everything needs a container, space, a galaxy. You see? Without your vessel, there is nothing for you. This is why it was the greatest gift to life. You've just been blinded thinking that the body is a physical thing. That is your mind branching off of its spiritual reality. There's only one world. There's only one body. The spiritual world and the spiritual body, the root of all things, which branched off into fruit called mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical expression. You see, this is what you support. You support my work, my temple, and the light that's coming through it. I am the corporation. I am the business. And I've been out doing the work, building my temple, building the mind I was given, building the heart that was given to me, made of gold, golden light. The mind made of diamond light. And the body shining in silver, reflecting all the light within me and around me. All your eyes can pick up is light. That's all you've ever seen. You call it other things. You call it trees and the earth and water, but these are bodies of light, bodies of pure energy, bodies of pure life force, here to grow and expand and express its life and nourish life and grow life around it so that life continues to expand and grow and rise and never contract back into that nothingness, back into that dark hole. This is why you must learn to love on yourself, to love on yourselves, just as much as you love that laptop, as you love that career, that job, that car, that phone. If somebody walked into your house and broke your phone, broke your laptop, shot at your car and destroyed it, set it on fire, the way you feel about those things should be the way you feel about your body, your food, what people serve you every day. If not, you need a wake-up call. If not, you need a wake-up call real quick, because you care more about the life force, keeping the battery charged on the phone, keeping the laptop charged, walking around needing an energy drink, having to go make coffee. How would you do those things if you was in a natural environment, picking up natural sickness? That's what we're finna get to next, your natural diet. If you was out here in nature and you found you an animal, now you gotta go find you a pot, some seasoning, some wood to make fire. You gonna do all that every day? You gonna pick up every grain, or would you just grab this mango and that coconut and that key lime that sit right next to each other? I'm finna show you all that in a second here. Let me go ahead and go in the fence, because I'm not gonna be able to do what I was finna do at the fields until I get done. Because Ra has taken over, and I am excited. I love being a vessel for the light. You see, the reason I speak like I speak and I come like I come is because we're all frequencies of the one light, you see? And everything must express. When the vessel is clean and empty enough, the light is able to take over any one. And at that time, no matter the language, no matter the religion, no matter the barrier, this will be the chosen one for the message, because the light has an empty storehouse to take over every cell, to take over every atom, to take over every part of the being and show humanity who they really are in human light body form. So here I am at the mango tree. So right here is a mango tree. Then next door we have the key lime tree. Then right here is a coconut tree. And there are more coconuts and trees in the back. And the reason I'm showing this is because now your thought, going back to thought, is nothing but signals picked up by your body. So when you're in the wrong environment, see, your body is a temple and a tower. So when you're in the wrong environment, eating the wrong food, the signals you can pick up and the experience you can only grow from is what's around you and what you're eating. So you rely on the grocery store, you rely on packaged food, you wouldn't know how to find your natural diet. But imagine if you was out here in nature and you're walking around in your natural environment. And here's a mango tree, there's a key lime tree, and there's a coconut tree. Now, I haven't seen any herbs. You know, there are herbs out here, but I haven't seen the ones that we're used to eating, like the moringas and the sarsaparillas and things like that. But you know, they're not really food, right? They wouldn't really fill you. Now, if I was gonna eat meat, I would eat my seasonings. Now, what would I find? Let's see. What would I find? My salt and my seasonings. There's wood here. I could make fire. All right, what would I find? My salt, my pepper, my herbs to make it taste good. All right, I got to drain the blood and do all that. Or I could just have coconut meat and coconut water. I have key limes right here. And I have, you see, mangoes. I can mash them all together and make almost like pudding or a smoothie very quickly. You see, I can take a coconut open and I could smash the mangoes up with key lime inside the coconut. And I can eat it just like that. You see? And I can crack the coconut on the tree. So these were the natural signals you would be able to pick up if stuff wasn't pre-packaged for you. But convenience has compromised our health, our vitality, and our connection to life. Because when you're here, you know, you get to see on a daily that you get your mangoes from source, from the tree. I'm at the grocery store. You see? There's mangoes on the ground. There's a couple of coconut trees. I'm at the grocery store. Then I can go get me some key limes. And then we have the coconuts. You see? There's a couple cows and other animals that pass. You have to hunt them, put your teeth into them, cut up the meat, cook them, find you some seasonings. You see? If you was going to eat beans or rice, you would have to collect every grain. You have to boil the water, have to go get the water. You see, you have a certain amount of seasons and cycles and time to get stuff done every day, don't you? So that would take a lot of time, a lot of traveling to go back and forth to get everything you need, versus the convenience and the simplicity. Just like a cow shouldn't have to do that when grass is right there on the ground. Just like a bumblebee shouldn't have to do that when there's flowers in the field. Just like lions shouldn't have to do that because they've been given all the equipment to eat their meat right on the spot. You see, they've been given the sharp teeth, the talons. They've been given the digestive system, and they've been given the attraction. They've been given the signals and the thoughts that like blood, that want to suck on it and eat it up like candy, like a smoothie. Each organ is like pudding. Is that how meat is for you? Is that how you eat your animals? Do you enjoy the blood? Do you enjoy the organs, each eyeball, the brain? Do you go within the animal and you find your favorite organs and then suck up the blood, the life force? Is that you, or are you lost? Have you been programmed because your mind, your body, is in the wrong place and you're picking up the wrong signals? You see? You can only pick up a toxic or a healthy signal. You can only pick up a natural or an artificial signal. You can only pick up a toxic parasitic, dead, decomposing parasitic signal, like those parasites and like those ants and beetles. They pick up that signal to go get that decomposing food. You see, worms, beetles, ants, roaches, vultures, these animals get these signals to go pick up that decomposing food, don't they? And when you start to eat like them, you start to get the same signals. That's what's happening to you. This is why you crave it, even though it's not natural to you. Even though you would never go put your hands up to an animal and break its neck and drink the blood right on the spot and enjoy every single bit of the experience on a normal. There are Africans and other cultures who kill the animal, who put the blood in containers and store it, and do different things and try to use it in a way. Most of them die before the age of 40. They're unhappy, unhealthy. Their skin does not glow. You see. They're also poor, most of them. And they're doing it because the country has raped them of their natural resources and put them in the markets and stores to make it convenient for people to live outside their natural environment. This is why people don't understand. Like, why would I live in nature? Because where you're living is at the compromise of people who need their resources where you should naturally live, where there's plenty of room, plenty of land, plenty of coconut trees, plenty of mango trees, papaya trees, plenty of jungle, plenty of everything that you need out in nature. But when you don't have the correct signals, you think you can live outside your natural environment with no compromise to the rest of the world. Not realizing that if your resources do not grow with you and around you, you must rape and take and make other people give you their resources. And this is why a lot of cultures are forced to do the things that you talk about. You see, it's because you are unaware because of your lifestyle choices. Upgrading your lifestyle choices upgrades your frequency and upgrades your awareness, your conscious awareness to what's going on around you, so that you don't get included in the detox that's happening around you every day. Every day, nature, the circle of life, the Most High, source, whatever you want to call it, is taking a lot of humanity off the map, isn't it? Through disease, cancer, AIDS, and all other types of decomposing, degenerating, disconnected, and divided lifestyles from their choices. And life has been showing grace, and now it is at no mercy as the death rate speeds up, as the diseases continue to expand their consciousness and get smarter to take over everything you try to do to stop it, other than be in harmony with the circle of life, the circle of light, the precious gift, the reality that you was given to express yourself. So I'm finna get off and get back to the work I have to do with the stars, sun, and moon, and the Most High, great eye in the sky, the all-knowing mind of all there is, source, Allah, Yahweh, God, whatever name, whatever frequency your thought wants to call it, whatever makes sense to you. It is all of them, all frequencies, energies, and vibrations, all space, all time, and all matter, or your God is limited. So it does not matter what you call God, because it is all vibrations, all frequencies, all words that can be said, all signals that can be picked up. It is the chaos and it is the disorder. It is the negative and it is the positive. It is the masculine and it is the feminine. It is the neutral. Space, time, and matter, liquid, gas, and solid. And beyond. And beyond the beyond. Eternal, never beginning. Stop looking for a first. Stop looking for a beginning. Look at your eyeball. Where does your eyeball start and where does it finish? There is no beginning or ending to a circle of light. That's what a circle is, eternal. No beginning, no ending. You're here to grow and expand and continue to express yourself and evolve with life without beginning and without end. But you've given up on your spiritual journey and took on a journey of working your life away in heaven. Just imagine you in a spiritual body created in heaven, and somebody took over and programmed you to do something else than to be a body of light expanding and evolving like the rest of life you see. to work your life away and drain you of your light force. You are a battery. This is the only way they can use you because you're a spirit being. You don't need you're a wireless battery. You're a solar powered being. If we can just program this, fuck the iPhone, we got an iHuman walk around this motherfucker. You see? That's what they need. See, your children are the empty vessels. That's what they're after. They're not after your money and your dollars. They don't care about what you're doing. They have to control you and control the woman and control her feeling independent so that when she gets independent and alone and won't let a man guide her, that her child is now the best empty vessel for them when she has to send them to school to work, when she can't make time for them because she has to make extra energy and their parents are both working. You see, the goal is to keep both parents working and they get the empty vessel so they put the next child to work again. You see? As long as they keep both parents working their whole life, then your child, the empty vessel, has to go somewhere. And this is when you enter their schools, their school of thought, their school of experience, their school of oppressing everyone around us to thinking that they're not in heaven, that they're not in a spiritual world, that they don't have a spiritual body, that you have to go somewhere else to meet God and the angels. And this programming has us reaching very far outside of ourselves to find happiness, love, life, spirituality, and the experiences that lie deeply within. But most of us have lost our key. Most of us don't know the mind is nothing but a door. Without a key, you're locked out of most of the intelligence within it. You see? The body is the power. The heart is the key. Your vitality is the key. And the mind is the door of infinite wisdom. So if you don't have enough vitality, enough energy, enough life force, you only have enough keys to open certain doors of the mind. And those doors are mostly based on your experience. Based on where you have put your temple and your tower and what you consume and who you hang around and what signals you're picking up from around you. You can't get the thoughts about your friend and your family and the places you go without taking your temple and your tower, without taking your body to pick up the signals to get those thoughts. Your body is God. Your body is the mind, the heart. Your body is all there is. It is the signals that you pick up. How many times have your heart jumped out of the chest and started walking around? What about the brain? What about sexual organs? How about your bones? And when they come out, they want to get back in. You want them back in. As soon as you see blood come out, you're like, oh, fuck. Shit, bleeding. You want all your stuff in. You really don't want it out. So deep consciously, you know the importance of the body. It's only when it gets damaged, you start looking at it. You get cancer, you break a bone, bad digestion, skin breaking out, got a bump right here. Then you start realizing, like, okay, body, what the fuck is going on? Something's not right. I need to level myself a little bit better. Not realizing that problem is a manifestation of cycles and seasons of energy you've been doing as a lifestyle and not a 1 week, 1 day thing. So you must cycle in the season and choose another lifestyle. And you must be on that lifestyle for eternity, unless you want to go backwards. You see? It's all about the choice you choose. What frequency do you want to harness and how many doors of your mind, how many talents, how many skills, how many abilities do you want to awaken within yourself? As you can see, mines are waking up all through my page, my Tai Chi, my voice. The voice that moves mountains and parts oceans. I can't wait. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. I'm telling you, Ra, we're going to show the world what a human can be. The temple has been through the fire. You see, most of the holistic world looks crazy out there in nature because they had to put themselves through the flame. They had to put themselves through the carbon shit of life that we was all raised in. As I was raised eating junk food and meat and eating garbage, living a garbage lifestyle, taught the wrong way from society. It's not like my mother and dad had time to train me every day for 8 hours a day like the school did, right? Like the environment of the school, the environment of the people around, the environment of the teachers, the environment of the food that the cafeteria served us. You see, we do not put a lot of things in perspective, do we? We do not really think about what is happening on a daily, seasoned, and cycle lifestyle to our children, to our families, and to us as we go to work every day with those people, with our boss, that we call a boss, a spell, you see, that we report to at a time. We're under control, but then doesn't want to. Do you know what kind of conscious message that's sent to your man at home? You let a job control you, but you tell him, you have no control over me, but you rush out to work to make it on time. You obey their rules. You dress a certain way. He asks you to put some on. He tell you to do something. Don't control what I do. What kind of message are you sending? You see, it's so much we don't think about. Things I didn't think about because the body had to be clean enough. And I'm grateful. That is my new mantra. I am forever Ra. I am forever eternally grateful for the experience. And I can't wait to receive my pearly, gold, and silver reward as I'm supposed to be arising and arriving to meet the golden brown sun. High and hung with the star, sun, and moon I will be. And all will see when it's time. And I must speak what is going on within me, whether people believe or not. Because I will not deny the orders, the vowels, the consonants, the spells, the signals I am picking up to speak out to you. And the more I'm supported, the easier it is for me to maintain my frequency. It is not a frequency I own. The mind you see today, the body you see today, you see it, nothing of it, it doesn't belong to me. I'm just a witness, a willing servant of the vessel. And if I cannot hold the frequency, then just like all the other false prophets, I will eventually look like a false prophet too. You see, whoever has the frequency and whoever cleans their temple up enough and does the work, does enough work. The next job is to hold this frequency, which is very difficult because I get tested, I get distracted. A lot of things come my way that you used to love or you used to like, that you're very attached to, and you have to release all things, realizing that you belong to life and your mission, you are under orders. You see, when I meditate, I don't think. There is no thought. I receive signals. I receive commands from the stars, sun, and moon. I receive commands from the inhale and exhale. I receive commands from the living word telling me how long to hold, when to eat the next breath, and how long to hold that, and when to eat the next one. I can hold my breath now for probably about 3 minutes. I don't need to breathe in and out when I'm meditating. It's getting to that type of level, and I got sweat in my eyes now. So it's probably about time for me to get off because we're finna get dehydrated from talking. But it's been lovely, and I'm grateful for the experience. So, as always, continue to renew your mind, expand your heart, build, cleanse, and transform your temple and radiate your soul to the world around you. You have no idea how much power, how many abilities, how much talent, how many skills you have because your doors are locked and you need more keys. And you can get an infinite set of keys. You see, there's so much to learn within you, but you need the life force. This is why nothing works in the world in Babylon, because they scream and they shout without the life force to back out the words, their spells. You see, your spells, your living words are supposed to work as you cast them. But without life force, without power, without power, you can't move anything. When I am done, when I tell a mountain to move, it will move. When I tell the ocean to part, it will part. When I tell the ground to shake, it will shake. When I tell the clouds to move and show Ra, they will move. Because I will have the vitality. I will have the power. And I am being guided by the golden brown carbon sun. And it follows me everywhere I go. They say the sun was always seen behind his head. I'm forever grateful. Love yourself completely at all times. Goku, Aries, Ryu, Rise you. Those who are interested in supporting me, investing to me in my journey and my temple and all that I will build with it. You see, there will be temples, there will be resorts, there will be healing places like Dr. Sabi made, but he needed investors like he had Lisa Left Eye, who came out and invested into him so that he can be all that he can be. You see, somebody has to be out in the jungle doing the work, and then the people who are not able to do the same work, the same discipline, you see, they should support the true building, the true temple, the true corporation, a black man, a black king doing the work, and the light, the mind, the body, the heart that will guide all in the right direction is here through my storms, through my chaos and my order, you see, because it must come into balance. Every day I get these magic mushrooms, I fast, and I get enough breath in my body, and I must balance the powers of the earth, sun, moon, air, water, and everything that exists. You see, and I must hold the frequency through lifestyle, through diet, and through choices. And I must trust that I will always be provided for even when I don't have, and be grateful. So for those who want to help me be grateful and continue to see more light shine from mine, inbox me, and we will continue to shine together. And it is ways that I can assist you in your guidance. Love yourself completely at all times.